Good morning, gorgeous ones. I'm just looking, I've got wet hair, popped out of the shower, just finished my meditation with my beautiful hot coffee, and I've realised I'm all in pink, matchy. I hope you're all happy, healthy, well. If you're in Australia, yesterday was a public holiday for Anzac Day. If you're in the rest of the world, today is either Monday or Tuesday, depending on what time you're watching. So I have a busy week ahead, and the first thing I'm doing is going on a little mini holiday. Yay! So for those of you playing along at home, you know that we bought a caravan and we've had one trip in it, and we've got another mini trip coming up for a few days just to test everything out before we eventually do a bigger trip. And then the second thing I'm doing is I am flying to Brisbane on the weekend to give a talk and a workshop at a keto, I don't know if it's called a convention, it's a weekend anyway. So that'll be fun. So I leave Friday, come home Sunday. Good morning, Susan. Good morning, everybody. So today, a couple of things I wanted to chat about. So I think insulin resistance. I mean, it is one of the pillars of our program. And the reason that we love talking about insulin resistance is that it's very sciencey. It is a genuine problem for probably 80% of Australians over 50. Good morning, Karen. And the reason for that is that as we get older, we do become more and more insulin resistant. So what that means is that our pancreas has to work harder and harder to make enough insulin to manage the glucose or carbohydrates that we are ingesting. And this is normal. This is a normal physiological process. Good morning, Brodwin from Launceston. It is normal as we get older that we become more insulin resistant. It's just a fact. We can't change that. And there's a lot of reasons for that. One of them in particular is that also as we get older, we do lose muscle mass. Sarcopenia, it's called. We lose about 1% per year, possibly more for some people. And so again, much like bone, everyone talks about bone density and strengthening your bones, we also have to focus on our muscles. So it's really, I guess, just integral to the way we teach at Real Life Medicine that we are trying to do everything. Oh, Launceston, not Launceston. My apologies. It's good to be corrected. Launceston. The insulin resistance that we have is, as I said, normal. And for lots of people who don't have genetics, who perhaps started off at a low base, they get through their whole lives without developing type 2 diabetes or developing obesity or developing any of the things that come with insulin resistance. But for the rest of us, okay, Dr. Mary, myself, we have genetics and physical things that increase our risk of insulin resistance. So for me, my physical thing is reduced muscle mass because I have muscular dystrophy. For Mary, it's genetics because both her parents have type 2 diabetes. That's just life. So what we need to do is to be able to work with that, and that's, I guess, what we try and teach you. So a couple of things to think about coming up this week is that we also know, can you hear that that thing that's disturbing my tranquility? It's my husband getting our van ready. The things that we need to think about this coming up, though, are that, we know that eating a low carbohydrate diet and fasting increases your insulin sensitivity, so reduces insulin resistance, if you like. But the thing is that we also know lots of people can't stick to it, and they go, why can't I stick to it? I know what to do, I know it works, but I just can't stick to it. So the good news is we've got a free training coming up on this. So what I'm going to do at the end of this little chat is I'm going to link the free training that's coming up on Thursday, May 5. Mary's doing it. And Wednesday, if you're in America or Northern America. Love the birds. Thanks, Brenda. Are there any tests that tell us whether we are insulin resistant genetically? No, it would be nice, but no. The genetics and epigenetics are so complicated that at this stage we haven't really got tests. All we can do is look at family history. If you have a family history of type 2 diabetes, you're much more likely. If your mother or grandmother had gestational diabetes, then you are much more likely. But you can also get a insulin curve. It's called an insulin test. Now, here's the kicker. Do not do this if you're already on a low carbohydrate diet, because the test is inaccurate. But if you're not on a low carbohydrate diet, you can get, it's the same as a glucose tolerance test, but you get the insulin levels as well. If you don't have the insulin levels, then you don't know whether you're insulin resistant or not. All you know is that your body is producing enough insulin to prevent type 2 diabetes if your test is normal. So anyway, free training, come along. Thursday, 5th of May, 7:30 is Melbourne, Eastern time, and I'll put all the links in there. I need to go. I've got to go and get some shopping sorted for a little trip. I don't want the hotspot to get cranky. All right, lovelies. Take care. See you soon.